one slice, once, and he also said he did.
No,
and also,
wait, he's here.
Okay, got it. Dang, I was gonna make.
I understand now, Edie.
Sophie, won't you be my water?
He's been singing this so long.
Go get some water.
Stop!
He's gonna put you in a bottle and drink you down. Oh, please, won't you just be my water?
What the hell are you?
Don't worry, it's been like this for a little bit.
Okay.
It's pretty illogical if you think about it.
We're just gonna continue with the case now, so, yeah. God, please
This
stop.
is very normal.
Please stop.
Oh my god, we were live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live, Sophie.
Oh,
Sophie,
who had this
Sophie,
motherfucker?
Let me be the first to welcome you to Saturday Night Live.
And let me welcome you to being a productive person today.
Ouch!
We're just gonna continue on.
To be fair, I actually didn't have that much to do, so I actually got everything that I wanted to do done, so I was productive.
Alright, I can continue.
Let's go in.
As a commander of a small platoon, I would like an opportunity to speak.
Go on, Foreman. Feel like we've been here for
At this moment of our lingering doubts have been resolved. We've reached a final conclusion. That is the conclusion we have reached.
Oh no, please!
Very well, then allow me to make a formal request. Do you think she done did it?
Fuck yeah! She did it.
Damn, twice in a row.
Damn, that's so sad. They really want to bully this pickpocket girl.
Well, bro, wow, they really hit you with it twice, huh?
I think for
You got the
me,
work cut out for you.
I wish the jurors got a lot more in debates on, like, the verdict, because they're almost always unanimous every time, kind of deal.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of the closing argument. You
I
make them
know,
split.
but
I brought my point.
Seem to have reached a unanimous verdict again.
again.
When you allow all the impossible, then whatever remains must be the truth.
Well, that's one of Holmesy's line.
How dare! Oh, sorry.
Yeah, shut up. How dare he use it without my permission? He looks so snug about it too.
Don't worry, Iris. I won't let it end like this. There has to be more to this case than meets the eye. We know this part is the truth already. We know that Gina definitely didn't shoot Hatch. Oh, we got that.
Very well. Let's begin the second closing argument of today's trial.
And certainly not the last.
No, it is.
Wait, hang on. Continue.
Foreman of the jury, are you prepared?
Of course, we're already ready to do battle.
Very good. 6 jurors. The court demands your
What salt of tea? Okay, now I got my British.
Alright. The British is back.
I messed up Iris's line. Dang it.
Oh, whatever.
Oh.
Stream is paused. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine. It's back now. At the end of the day, a pickpocket's a pickpocket. She's not a good citizen like us.
Only 2 shots were fired at the pawn shop. It's clear who the murderer is.
I don't even need a stereoscope for this. No matter how you look at it, she's the one.
I didn't see that surgery would turn out to be such a bother.
She attempted robbery the day before as well. Today looks like it's been a busy day.
I'm an expert of guns. I have seen many crimes. I know it all. That rat did it.
Well then, there really is no room for a verdict, blah blah blah.
That black card attorney's hypothesis was ever so slightly persuasive, I admit. But the second it exploded to a cloud of shrapnel, I knew it was all over. I felt it in my bones.
This is bad. All my momentum was turned against me in mere seconds.
I am still angry.
Iris?
That stupid, pleasuring prosecutor! Doesn't he know that being a thief has nothing to do with shooting Hatchling?
I can't. Well.
I can't believe him! He's just horrible!
Fuck yeah. Allow me to exit the stage for a moment. I wish to savor the blessed flavor within this holy grail.
Which is why you'll throw it into the fire within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, the beginning, closing argument, blah 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 blah.
That prosecutor owed me copyright laws.
Move on with it.
Yeah, alright.
That's my copyrighted quotes! It's mishandled!
Technically, it's me as quote first, so, you know. At the end of the day, the pickpocket...
Well, in timeline.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah.
Oh no. No.
Boomer Juror 1 over here be like... Back when Holmes wasn't shot.
Back when homes still exist.
When he didn't die. Wait, no, he's still alive.
He's still alive. We saw him with Susato earlier.
In modern times, he's dead.
I have a gun!
Yes,
Say the word, Naruhodō.
Iris, after the trial. After the trial.
Oh, but I want to shoot the gun!
Iris, could you do a little DNA sample on that, please?
Hey, Ryu! Isn't this blood? It's blood, right?
It is, though just a tiny smudge. Now that she mentions it.
Alright, time to get this girl well. Sure has been a while.
It's been less than 24 hours.
Okay, Ryu, now let's keep that disc really, really still.
Okay, please just get it over with.
Right, now let's do this. For my neutral special.
Maybe
Boom!
Green.
Oh, I just love how pretty these colors come out every time.
This color.
What's wrong, Ryu?
Nothing. But the shade of green. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Yeah, because that was
It's Nickelodeon slime.
that was the same one on the calendar, so...
Alright. Are we gone?
Well, pink could be Sherlock's blood, or could possibly be someone else. Maybe, I don't know.
Sherlock Holmes' blood's naturally green.
He just radiates Nickelodeon slime.
Yeah.
I think it just says someone's... Wait, hold on. Is it... Let me see Iris's samples. Does it actually say who's... Yeah, because right now it's just unidentified on that one.
Yeah. I mean, we could tell it was, earlier, we could tell it was Hatch's blood just because he was right there.
Yeah.
So the body was...
Because we only have, Hatches and, the person from the third, case.
Yeah, Dice-Fired Mortar.
Right now I don't have proof, so... We'll come back to this one later.
Yeah, we don't want a repeat of last time.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very catchy.
I think this and the Allegro version of like interrogation are probably my two favorite tracks in the game, honestly.
You know what, Sophie? I know you said catchy, but my brain heard catchy for Persona.
I mean,
no, he's
he
dead.
had a gun.
He's
Did he have a
dead
gun?
according to Twitter now, so.
Good.
Damn.
Even if Royal kind of picks
catchy
it up.
just went, you're not allowed to live, and killed him. We're the real winners.
Look at this man.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Anybody want some orange juice? I got some orange juice.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
God Mr. Loebs. I don't trust this guy with my life. I will not trust this man with my surgery.
Oh.
This guy left his operation for jury duty.
I assume he finished, but it's like as soon as he was done, oh crap, I gotta go to jury. Just leave the same outfit on.
Clean his hands. What's on those gloves?
You don't want to know.
Uh-oh.
The game freeze?
Yeah, I think we got game freeze all up, guys.
Whatever, you know what to press.
Yeah.
I blame the doctor.
Okay. We're gonna...
I blame society.
Shut up. Alright, we're gonna turn back on, whatchamacallit, how do you turn the fast speed up, again? Like, so we can skip through dialogue real quick. ED?
Oh no, don't die too.
He muted! Damn it! Are you serious?
Awesome.
I'm gonna say your protection is gone. Now you stand by yourself. You're Susanoo left.
Hold on, Ryu. I am trying to get the configurations correctly.
I'm sure George Four's a nice old man. I think. Probably, I still wouldn't trust him in my life.
Alright, okay, so hold on. What do I turn on faster reading?
Settings. There you go. Hold down that shit. I never heard that fast. It's interesting.
It's like,
Yeah.
Also remember to do the disc thing
yeah, I
again.
gotta inspect the disc and then present to him.
Alright, I'll say,
I mean, at the very least, you
Rock-
can skip to Juror 4, I think.
I just
Yeah.
had to do a voice line somewhere. Where is it? I have no idea. Okay. There shall be no copyright law in this courtroom that shall stop me. There we go.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
And then press the fourth guy.
Alright, so there we go. Turn it back off. Save.
There we go.
Alright. Then I'm just gonna turn down its volume a little bit. Ah, no. Wrong one.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Alright, there we go. Should be used to this, Naruhodō. They're always part of the case every time.
Yeah, they are.
Admittedly, I think this is probably one of the worst cases.
Yeah, they're the most. They are very coincidental.
Yeah, like 3 out of the like, hold on. Like, you got Juror 1, Juror
Which is
3,
like-
Juror
your
1,
juror
Juror
is
3, Juror 4,
No,
and
no.
Juror 6 are all.
Actually, wait. No, Pat, did you catch that?
Well,
What
well,
Go back
Transcript.
to the dialogue. Transcript.
back
What's
up.
there? Read the dialogue. Goddamn. Alright.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what kind?
He was brought to a hospital shortly after midnight.
Midnight. He's been shot, so I sliced over his thumb in the map. I just couldn't find the bullet.
I just want to make sure you didn't miss that when
Alright.
you're talking. Because that was important information.
Ugh. Just opening some guy's stomach and you don't find the bullet. That's ugh.
And the way he phrased it too, but no matter how hard I searched, I couldn't find the bullet.
I searched and 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 I searched.
And under his intestines? No. About the ribcage?
I just think the thought of this guy just like rummaging through someone's
Oh
stomach.
god, oh god. This is why I don't... Surgeries, man, they gross me, they freak me out.
I can't, because I think during biology class we sometimes watch these these documentaries where we actually see the operations and ugh.
Yeah.
You don't like to see a lung actually breathing is weird and freaky.
Damn it.
Alright.
I thought that was a fact. Oh wait, I think I see it. I gotta repress her. Well, first let me press the other ones to just see if there's any information that comes out of these guys first, before I go back to Juror 2.
I like to imagine that every time Patrick says before the decision, Edie goes, "You wuss."
Nah, not really.
We all do it.
I mean, sometimes it's just like if I take penalties, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm holding 3 now. I only have 3, let's go. These are my battle scars, quote unquote.
Boy.
Yeah.
Get in the back, Shinji.
Shit, there was a...
Yeah.
I always kind of hated that line when people use it to actually be like, not as a joke.
Which one?
Get in the mech, Shinji.
Oh, I have no idea. I never heard that phrase.
That's it's referencing Evangelion.
No wonder I
Yeah.
never heard it.
Yeah.
Like, are you saying it as a joke? It's like, yeah, yeah, funny. When you be serious, then I just go, oh, you actually missed the point.
Alright, so no new information out of those guys, so let me just load back up real quick.
I mean, you might as well just continue on with...
No, because I lost the point.
Oh, you lost the point? No.
Evangelion's an interesting watch, but it's also you gotta get prepared because it can get really depressing near the end.
How was that?
Jason.
Oh yeah, I burned, my bad. But the stuff dropping in the background, that was on me. WiiDude, I just want to say that you did great work on the
Oh, thank you, Access.
Cracker time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was indeed some of your best work.
Yeah.
That's fair.
One more bullet, it's different. Oh, Roxas, no. We didn't do it for memes yesterday. We don't do
No.
memes after every single one, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we had a to be continued. It was a weird layout for us last time because we didn't technically end on a to be continue.
Wait, Pat, I missed what you did. What are you doing?
Present the third bullet.
I thought you didn't have it.
Oh, Pat, you don't have that yet.
I thought we just talked to them.
Yeah, you talked, but you never got a bullet. Yeah. Well.
I would say,
oops.
you could go for a class right now because you have the statements.
Alright,
Yeah, you gotta go. For
I
the
tried
clash.
to clash the doctor and her together. I think-
Wait, I have. Did you press?
No,
like, did you
I
press the
know
new
what he has to clash. I know what he has to clash.
Save here.
Okay, I
Okay,
just.
Okay.
let me just
wanna check.
let me just read these again real quick. Okay, at the end of yeah, nah, that doesn't relate to anything. I mean, where did this spring bullet go? Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
Russian man.
Yeah,
Alright.
we went to 2. I just went. Oh, okay. Hang on. We'll get there.
Opinion.
On the night of the crime, Mr. Holmes was shot by the tin pillars. Given that there were no exit wounds on his back, I summarized that the bullet did not pass through, but the bullet wasn't inside him either. What did he just play? And the bullet was already discovered lodged within the wall of the shop. Juror 6,
Yes, my name is Dimitri.
do you perhaps have the answer to the mystery plaguing Juror 4?
When I was in Russia, thing happened. It was blizzard night, temperature below freezing. I run on mountain path. This is back in the Cold War.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
I just barely realized. I just barely wrote. Alright, that hasn't happened yet. Mountain path was narrow. It's falling snow and frozen. It was cold.
I think Juror 6 is a time traveler here.
I was chased by a man on dark sled, aiming shotgun at me from behind.
I don't think I'll ask for more details on that part.
I was shot in back, fell into snow. The way I was then is same as what I hear now. I was shot, but no bullet inside me. No exit wound either.
In that case, where did the bullet go?
The bullet did not hit me.
Then what on earth did it hit?
It hit big frozen block of ice beside me. Then, sharp pieces of ice break off and stab me. I make mistake. I think deep wound was because of bullet.
Unbelievable!
The piece of ice melted from the body heat. That is answer to the mystery of disappeared bullet. Praise be to Mother Russia.
But what on earth does that have to do with this? Huh? Look, there wasn't a blizzard at the pawn shop. There wasn't even a single snowflake!
How do you know? Were you there?
Perhaps take it a little less literally.
Say, Ryu. Where was Holmes's shot again?
I think it was around his stomach.
Holmes's always has a pouch attached to his belt.
A pouch? Now that she mentions it.
And that pouch always has 3 test tubes filled with really dangerous chemicals in it.
What? Dangerous chemicals?
The best part about that is you're not making that up. It's always on his design.
Yeah, he's always had them on his...
Doctor, where is Mr. Holmes'
You
pouch?
had them.
I don't think he had anything like that on him when he was admitted.
Pardon me.
Prosecutor?
I do not understand that's prohibited for the prosecution to speak during the closing argument. But the detective's pouch is currently in my possession.
Really?
When the police arrived on the scene, they removed the aforementioned pouch in order to examine his wound.
Oh, no wonder I don't remember it then.
Since then, it has been stored within the other pieces of evidence. Most likely, not one man has touched the pouch since the night of the crime.
How convenient. No, this is an exceedingly unusual occurrence for a closing argument. The court requests that the prosecution submit its evidence for reference. Bring Mr. Sherlock Holmes' pouch here at once!
Just put it on the table.
So, this is it. This is the pouch Mr. Holmes wore.
I see it! There's a broken glass tube that's been burnt off the pouch here. It's like there's an explosion that occurred.
I mean, he did get shot, so.
In other words, the bullet fired by the tin pillars hit this pouch. The test tube exploded, injuring the great detective.
God. The bullet strike calendar near entrance.
And then his wine glass explodes.
How delectable.
One of today's mysteries has finally been solved.
Not that it has any relation to the trial at hand. Those two scoundrels shot the detective, and the defendant shot the victim. The crime circumstances of this case have not changed in any way.
At least I'm incredibly satisfied. I must thank you, black-hearted defense attorney.
Thank you.
I have a W.
I need the W right now. Thank
no problem,
you.
I guess. No problem, I guess.
The court might as well accept this tattered pouch into evidence.
Hopsy's pouch is not tattered.
You really do be walking around with those dangerous
Let's return
chemicals.
to the closing argument. Though it seems overturning this verdict will prove quite difficult.
Yeah, I get it, Judge. Let me do my thing.
I'm just making an observation. Don't you judge me. That's my job.
Alright,
In terms of prosecution, this case is probably Bonzing's at his best. It is the final case of the game, but still.
yeah.
He's gonna return, but still, he's giving you one hell of a fight.
Yeah, it's just like every single time he brings the point to go.
He's like, fuck you.
He's like, so what is, he's like,
It's like,
yeah,
alright,
so what,
prove that.
okay, yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? It
Like,
doesn't change anything.
This glass tube has been shattered to bits. The bullet probably hit it.
If it hit, it would have caused a huge explosion.
Explosion?
The chemicals that Holmesy mixed with investigation are super potent, you know.
Why?
They have to be handled with the absolute best of care. That's why we carry it everywhere we go. If they hit by a bullet, it would definitely catch fire.
Why does he carry this?
Next
You know
time
what,
I
Jason,
go
you say
in there
that-
with Holmes, I should avoid being near his pouch.
You know, JC said that him doing this is very in character.
I know.
It's very in character to have these chemicals always.
Basically everything we see him do. Why does
This
he
is pretty. This is pretty simple. This is pretty tame.
I know.
He's glad that
It's
only
like,
one.
He'll probably keep a bomb on him and transport it on his pouch if he would.
Look, he's glad that only
Why
one
do you-
glass
why do you have a
exploded.
bomb? Why you have a bomb? And he's asking Paco, someday you just can't get rid of a bomb.
That is something he would say.
Whoa, it's a bullet.
Yes, give me bullet, give me
He would
bullet.
totally, no, he would totally, Jason, he would totally say, like, why do you have a bomb? Sometimes it's hard to get rid of a bomb, that's all he's saying. Sometimes it's hard to just get rid of a bomb. It's like, that's not...
It's not an exaggeration, that's promising.
Good thing
That's
Holmes.
what he would fucking say.
Good thing Holmes is in the time period before airplane checks, you know?
Oh,
Because he would not make it past security in the slightest.
yeah, he would not.
And there you go, Pat, you found the
There's
third
the
He found the third
bullet.
bullet.
Yeah. Now, ma'am, I got a story for you.
Here you go. We just found it.
Damn.
Thank you, ma'am! On the night of the crime, there was another bullet in Hatch's pawnbrokers!
Uh-oh.
Oh. First
What
hold it,
manner of sorcery is this Japanese boy?
I think this is his first hold it.
Yeah, that's the first time he said hold it.
Damn.
Where'd that bullet come from?
It was lodged in Mr. Holmes's pouch.
What?
It was removed from his clothes when he was taken to the hospital. Since then, nobody examined it.
Then, the bullet that the tin pillar shot.
Yes, my lord. Presumably, that bullet was the one struck into this pouch.
But doesn't this create a contradiction? If the bullet that shot Mr. Holmes is here, then what is the bullet pictured here?
Oh.
Oh.
2 guns have already been submitted into evidence.
Those are Hatch's revolver and the tin pillar's own gun.
and the number of bullets discharged from these guns adds up to 1 each.
Would a Holmes-like person be able to exist in the current
In their own
world?
special way. In their own special way.
Like,
Look
in the
at,
current world of Ace Attorney? Oh, definitely.
go and look at BBC Sherlock. There you go.
No, listen, they would invent teleportation in this time, like in modern times.
Oh,
Like, in the case of, like, Ace Attorney, Holmes-like character could definitely exist.
Yeah.
If Holmes was in modern day attorney, he'd invent time travel and teleportation.
Yeah. It would just be a question of would this turn to another mind? Like Holmes
Okay,
is a gimmick.
then
You've got it. This means a third bullet was discharged at the crime scene. But we know that only 2 bullets have been fired from the guns as evidence. As long as this fatal contradiction goes unresolved, a verdict would be senseless!
Gah!
My heart!
Oh, my heart attack!
Oh, my heart attack! I feel it coming back! What? No, man, you suffered from a heart attack! Oh,
Got him,
no.
GG's.
Oh, no! Somebody take this next one!
I'm still here, you know. Stop telling everyone I have a heart attack.
Ben, wait, hold on.
Hey.
Just Ben.
Got it to him!
Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand!
Jason, stop!
Jason, oh my god, dude.
I mean, I do love the freak out animation, but still.
Also, these guys.
Let's go.
Witnesses!
Yes, sir.
I trust you were listening to the defense's closing argument? Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. What, bro?
This matters to little more than waste time. Answer me promptly and clearly. A third bullet was present at the crime scene. Explain this. Did you fire it or did you not?
No way!
So you're saying there was someone else there with you? You gotta be joking!
We're nothing more than two brothers.
What happened to the third brother you were looking for?
The guns found at the crime scene fired 2 bullets in total. So, where was the gun that fired the third bullet?
We are playing this on Citra, for this playthrough, yeah.
Defense.
Sir!
I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you make of this third bullet? Whose gun fired the shot?
If I think about all the testimony and evidence presented thus far, it should be able to answer. What happened at the pawn shop? I believe the third bullet that shows us that there was a co-conspirator, they had another gun. There's a co-conspirator. The Tin Pillars brought a third conspirator to the shop.
Hey.
They've been trying to hide the truth about this third party. But he was the third person with a gun on the night of the crime!
Objection!
Alright, bruh.
A third person? Preposterous. The court is preparing to conclude its second closing argument. It's too late to claim that there was another man at the crime scene without some evidence.
Sir Jig, you should watch the other trials to know why.
If you can't provide decisive evidence, your claim is worthless.
Eh.
The prosecution demands 2 answers from the defense. First, prove that there was another person at the scene that night. Second, tell us the identity of the so-called third party.
Tin Pillars are definitely lying. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to prove the identity of their co-conspirator.
Can you do it, defense?
I hope Zeke straight up chugs the entire bottle in DGS too. We need to prove the presence and the identity of the third party. Alright, in response to the prosecution's demands, the defense... prepared to answer?
Just
I
think.
understand. The defense is ready to call all your demands.
Your darling eyes betray your indecision, despite your bold words.
Yeah, searching, like, I appreciate you, but yeah, chat's kinda right. Like, we're in case 5, so if you don't want stuff spoiled for you, you might just want to watch the other VODs first,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, I'll put this one up, like, right away tomorrow morning, but yeah. Because we're in case 5, we're in the end game at this point.
Yeah. Now's the time to choose. Will you cast aside your decision, or will you drown in it?
No matter
Flat.
what, the only way through is forward. I should look at all the evidence I have and think this through.
The court requests evidence from the defense. On that night, when the crime occurred, what evidence shows that a third party was present at the scene?
I would think the blood samples probably would be it. Let me look through all the evidence again. Because we haven't been able to identify who that third one is, so... Yeah, looking at all of it, I would think the blood samples would have to be it. I got your evidence filed right here!
Those samples again?
Naturally, we require a detailed answer. Which of those samples proves the existence of a third conspirator? Yeah, save out paranoia.
Yeah, I'm paranoid. I know which one it is, but just so Emulator doesn't screw us over.
What on earth is this? There's some odd little green stain around the bullet hole.
That is a blood stain, my lord.
Blood? Really?
What idiocy. Green blood. Are we meant to conclude that some life form other than human is involved now?
Thi-
37.
This is one of Sherlock's inventions.
Mr. Holmes.
I don't remember this part from the novels. We still don't have a name for it yet, but this chemical changes color in reaction to the makeup of people's bloods.
Makeup of their blood?
The makeup for everyone's blood is just slightly different, you see. Just one glance at the color, and you can tell whose blood it is.
This sounds dumb.
Now we're really thinking in the third dimension.
This is so exciting. My heart won't stop of rising.
As it turns out, this is Hatch's blood.
What a beautiful death!
He's dead, Your Honor.
In other words, what the green blood stain is showing is someone who was definitely shot here.
Objection! We don't know if this green blood is related to the case.
We do know. The day of the murder is shown on the calendar that the bullet was lodged into inside. So naturally, it must have made its way onto the calendar during the crime. Then whose blood is it? There are no signs of the Timpiller brothers of being shot. Therefore, there must have been a third party left for the bloodstain.
Objection! You claim that you could reveal this third party's identity. Answer at once. Who is this third intruder?
Oh, I'm just looking at everything again. I think it's Benedict. Yeah, that's the only one that makes sense. And that's why he was on the goddamn box art. That person's name is Egg Benedict!
What manner of man is this egg?
He was a customer that visited the pawn shop on the afternoon of the crime.
He was there when the defendant tried to steal this from the pawnbroker. Is that right?
I gotta remember my voice I gave him. Correct! And this man who calls himself Egg Benedict tried to steal it from the defendant, but he failed.
This jazz man.
Inspector Gregson, you should have seen him as well. After all, you were the one who confiscated the disc.
Is this true, Inspector Gregson? Yes, it is. I had hatched. I said Windabank?
Windabank.
I had hatched Windabank. Give me a picture of the man in case the need arise. It's a picture taken by the automatic crime recording device.
That's definitely the same man.
So, this man is the third intruder?
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Tim Pillar?
Well, you got the foggiest to who he is, bruv.
We ain't never seen it before, bruv. I suppose these two criminals are going to pretend he doesn't exist.
Where's the proof, Japanese boy? As I recall, you said you could prove the identity of the third intruder.
I can.
Come on, show us the evidence.
Yeah, if you're going to incriminate him, where's your evidence?
This is the final piece of evidence. The whole trial, I feel like something was missing. Now's the time to finally show it to the court.
Defense, are you prepared?
I am, and now I will present my evidence. Here's the evidence that this manager shot the third bullet. Okay, hold on. The plate chicken found on Hatch's farm. Let's scroll on the back. No, that's not it on that one.
Yeah, that's the mortar's blood.
ED, I could have sworn you said that's not it on that one. Yeah, it's just more blood.
Yeah, it's mortars. Yeah, it's more blood. It's a lot of blood.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
Oh! No wait. Yeah, I think actually it would be the music bot. The disc, because if their blood matches up, then...
I mean, doesn't the other thing prove the blood matches up as well?
Okay, well, it's... Oh, boy. Well, no, I think this thing, because he was at there. Yeah.
I mean, maybe, yeah, honestly, like...
Is it one of those, can it be either one?
Honestly,
like,
I don't know. I always present the same thing.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
yeah.
Because I figured the disc would be it, because that was there earlier. So
you
if
can
we
also present the blood samples, I believe.
Yeah.
It was also because the description said the blood was green.
Yeah, blood is green, so yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alright. I've said this once already. The defendant tried to illegitimately withdraw a disc on the day of the crime.
Oh, excuse me. That's where this Egg Benedict fellow appeared. As he tried to steal it, correct?
Yes, my lord. I was there when it happened. There was a little incident at the time.
Seriously, who named themselves Egg Benedict?
Parents who hate them.
Damn.
Well, I mean, look at that face.
This child was born, he's just like, Egg Benedict. Why? Look at him, honey. Do you want...
Well, I mean, that's a lot of Ace Attorney characters.
Parents who hate him.
You're so giggly throughout these streams, Jason, in particular. I don't know what the hell.
Did something happen?
There are many metallic pins engraved into the music box systems. Mr. Benedict got a small cut on his finger from one of those sharp pins. His blood is still on the disc.
Why, so it is! This really is blood!
The defense has just examined this blood stain.
Using this baby over here, of course. The neutral B.
And this was the result.
Whoa!
Green blood. It's the exact same color as the sample from before. I think that's the right one.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This is my evidence. The evidence of the third intruder at the scene of the crime. It was the man who calls himself Egg Benedict!
Also, so wait, to answer your question.
Oh, it's really a third intruder?
Those Templar brothers look like they've seen a ghost.
Oh,
Wait.
bring the cow to the sun! My lord,
I had a really
please,
good Thursday. I carried it through to the weekend.
call this Egg Benedict to the stand as a witness.
Indeed, it would be wrong to ignore this man's existence. His parents
Objection.
already have.
It's tragic that you managed to come so far despite being so clueless about the law. Sherlock Holmes. I've heard that name before. The protagonist of a popular novel. A detective so great he seemed to be a god. You're saying you used a chemical developed by a fictional character? Such dubious rubbish can hardly be called evidence. And the bloodstain turned green after reacting to this chemical. How do we know that this reaction is exclusive to one man's blood?
I love this conversation.
Well... Leg!
Because Mr. Holmes said so. Surely even you wouldn't say something so foolish.
What, you mean Mr. Holmes' invention isn't any good?
Seems that way.
No way, isn't he a detective anyway?
Poppycock, I still think it's worth pursuing! I knew it would turn out like this. Society still hasn't acknowledged Mr. Holmes' invention. There's no other hill for me to die on!
What's what that Beatty said earlier? He said something about stopping the closing argument for now.
Huh?
So does that mean the closing argument still isn't over, right?
What? I said that?
And there are only a few people who can continue a closing argument. There are those 6 jurors, you know. So, whenever Holmes's drug is in fact fiction or fact, it doesn't actually matter right now.
Oh, of course! Huh?
What a brilliant save!
I know.
You may look innocent, but you certainly are a frightening little girl.
The actually most smart character in this entire goddamn game.
Yeah, the 10-year-old. The 10-year-old.
She used to quote a lot. It's just like, oh, Van Zinks.
It doesn't actually matter if it's legitimate or not. It's what do they think?
Yeah, Van Zinks, your statement doesn't matter.
Using that anime logic of just doesn't matter if it's real or not. I'll believe what I want to believe.
There's only one question now. When it comes to Ryu's argument, what did these 6 people over there think? That's all there is to it. So, am I wrong?
I'm speechless. Mr. Holmes' partner really came through.
Bang. Pull my devil trigger.
Oh, I am rather shocked by who pointed it out. Seriously, she's smart. It is true that the closing argument reached no proper conclusion.
It can't be.
The court seeks a final verdict from the jury. I expect an unwavering conclusion befitting the citizens of a fine land. Now, jury, state your verdict. Two vote guilty, 4 not guilty. Thus concludes the closing argument.
Objection! This is absurdity! I refuse to accept a verdict like this!
Would you care to elaborate?
These fools were swayed so easily by an amateur detective's suspicious chemicals. They're unfit to pass a just and proper verdict!
There is only one conclusion revealed by this verdict, Lord Van Zinks.
Is that you are salty you lost to a 10-year-old. Hold that L!
It reveals that I cannot pass judgment at this moment in time.
No!
Yes! Another heart attack!
I can't believe I got beaten by a child.
But we now face a new problem. Somebody call an ambulance. Wait, we don't have those yet. The defense has demanded a new witness be brought to the stand.
Chat just brought it up. I forgot. In Dracula X Chronicles, Dracula does have a comment of just completely impossible. Beaten by a little girl! Somebody grab that shot from Dracula X. I want to see that in memes later.
But I don't expect this to be a simple affair.
Why not?
Egg Benedict is clearly a pseudonym.
No! Just when I thought I could finally drag this third intruder in here.
Pardon me, may I ask a question?
Oh, but of course. Who wishes to speak?
It was me.
Oh, moving on.
Juror 5?
Is something the matter?
Excuse me, Inspector.
Me?
Could you show us that photograph again?
Oh, this one? The one with Egg Benedict?
I was right. My eyes weren't playing tricks on me after all.
Excuse me, Juror 5? Do you perhaps know this man?
Yes, I do.
What?
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 God, wow, yeah. This is definitely the most blatant of, yeah, these like, the...
Jurors are evidence. Jurors are human evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they are in this game. That's what they are.
Is it like that in Is it like that in DGS too?
They have less prominence in the next game.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Order! Order! Order in the court! Juror 5, as I recall, you are...
Yes, I'm a technician. I suppose to say I am a telecommunication expert.
Telecommunications?
The man in this photograph is a technician working at the same telegram office as me.
There's a telegraphist.
In fact, he happened to be incredibly skilled. I'm sure he's busily blazing away at work right now.
Huh, I'm starting to get an odd feeling about this.
For an intruder, you would expect him to have more evil job. It's a little surprised that he's just a normal guy with a normal job.
Yeah, I suppose. This is the source of my discomfort.
If he works at the city bureau, I'm sure we can summon him within the hour. Any objections, Lord Van Zeeks?
No, my lord.
I'm still recovering.
The court orders you to summon this man post-haste.
Understood.
The court will now enter a 1-hour recess. We will await the arrival of our next witness before requesting his testimony. Inspector Gregson. Oh yeah, that's also me. I forgot.
Oop.
My lord.
Well, don't worry, I'll finally be voicing another character in a little bit, so...
I would like to ask you the details of what happened in the pawn shop that day. As soon as we break, come to my office at once. I shall, my lord. Court is now adjourned for recess.
First recess in the entire game, I think outside of...
Is it?
I think maybe outside of Magundals when Gina's...
In trial one, there was a recess.
Okay, well, at least in Britain.
In Britain.
Yeah.
Well,
We did technically take one in Magundals, but that was
just yeah.
that was more of a safety recess than anything.
Yeah.
Recess is the recess.
Brandon, we are, in terms of, we are now halfway through the trial.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will say
safety recess is still a recess.
I will say this is probably the only time where the jury thing is the most blatant.
That's their peak.
Yeah. It's not like that for DGS 2 at all or stuff like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Gina,
Also,
good.
I also feel like now looking at this game, I feel like in older H30 games, this would have probably been that probably would have been the end of day one.
Yeah.
Probably would have been.
I
can imagine, yeah.
I will admit, I don't know quite how I feel about the 1 day of each kind of deal.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's a weird structure because I'm fine with this in Danganronpa and stuff like that. In Ace Attorney, it does feel a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, honestly.
It's very different for this game.
Yeah.
How they structure it.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up after.
It really sticks out. To me, it mainly sticks out in this case specifically. I don't mind it for every other case. I noticed it a bit here.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up once we finish the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Gina, good job hanging in there. Hate how I've gotten used to seeing her like this.
Gene Bean! You okay? You seem kinda down.
Ping, easiest case 5 in the series. I know it's not a case 5, but I still think Apollo Justice's final case is super goddamn easy.
Why?
Mainly just because you barely do anything, especially once you're done with the second investigation part. That's it. You present I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think you present 3 pieces of evidence the whole final part of the trial.
Yeah, the part 2 of that trial is it isn't gonna sound ridiculous because it's attorney is mostly talking.
Yeah. Anyway.
Why are you fighting so hard for someone scrumless like me? Huh? You saw the photo.
Photo.
Oh, you mean this? Holmesy's camera really didn't help us out there. Honestly, I didn't even know there was a photo like this. Anyone said I've done it after seeing that?
I won't lie, my stomach started knotting up when it was presented.
Even after all it's said and done, you still want to say you trust me?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Gene Bean, would you mind telling us something? What really happened that night? Huh? Ryu's been able to piece together a lot of the story. But if you just tell us, I want to hear from the horse's mouth. Fine. That night after we ate at Holmes's place, I went with ours and spoke with you and lots of your gath.
Right, I remember that.
After that, I couldn't catch a wink of sleep at all. So I went up to that pawn shop. I just had to check.
This was about Iris's manuscript, right? The Hound of Baskervilles.
I don't know what kind of story it is, but I was sure it would have been pretty bad for Holmes if it got out. That's the reason why he flipped out popping it at the pawn shop. At least, that's what I thought at the time, so
You broke into Hatch's shop.
I just had to know if that manuscript was actually there or not, you know? Of course, I never thought things would turn out that way they did. I smashed the lock of the entrance and went inside. Everything was pitch black. So I lit a lamp at the table after that. Ah! I thought my heart was going to stop before I knew what I was doing. I snatched the gun with the calculator that was pointed right at me.
Okay. Excuse me. You're that girl from earlier. Today. Is this the sort of thing pickpockets are up to nowadays?
The manuscript. The Sherlock Holmes one. Is it here?
What in the world do you want?
The Hound of Somerville. Is it here? I want to see it.
I'm sorry. Even if my life is at stake, I cannot hand over another customer's belongings.
I don't want to nick it. I just want to have a look is all.
You want to see it?
I need to know if Holmes actually left it here. Please, let me see the manuscript.
Okay, I get it. Please, just put the gun down.
The uncle locked the storage room on the way us went inside. The manuscript was actually there. Holmes was telling the truth.
Jean Bean, you did that for me.
Suddenly, I heard something coming inside the shop.
That must have been when the Tim Pillar brothers broke in.
Did you hear that? Someone's out there.
Good grief, was my shop an exclusive gathering place for miscreants tonight?
Oh, bugger. I forgot to close the bloody door after I came in.
I'll take a look. Give me the gun.
I should go too.
Don't be daft. You stay here. Don't move a muscle.
After he said that, he went and took a gun from me and left.
Oh, it's...
Well, no,
Pig,
Pig. It was the gun on the counter that she took. She didn't bring her own gun.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was Hatch's gun.
Because otherwise, we could just flat out point out that hey, that wasn't one of the gun she was holding wasn't one of the ones actually at the scene and stuff like that, and we would have been, yeah.
I tried to hear what was happening from the inside of that dark storeroom when suddenly I heard sounds of a struggle. I felt like I had to go help. Right about when I was gonna leave the room. I think there were 2 gunshots. They fired almost simultaneously. Then he dropped like a brick right in front of me. I rushed to shut the bloody door quick and locked it.
You were worried about
Tina
the
could
culprit.
take a break.
You were worried about the culprit might have come in afterwards, right?
I picked up the gun from the uncle's and I think they tried to come in and I fought back. But when I looked down at him, I realized he was already dead. And then the black of me got really cold. I can't really remember anything after that.
That's when you fell unconscious, right?
If only I have been such a cock-up, then Hatch would have been dead for me.
Did you tell anyone any of this to the police?
Of course I did, but no one would believe me. Lying will only get you in more trouble, they say.
Don't worry. Just hold out for a little longer. We will corner the culprit in the flash. Is it really him? Egg Benedict.
The bloke who took down me with that divvy grin of his face. He was looking at the shop that night.
Still don't know his real name, but I have no doubt he's involved with this crime. Thanks for telling me this, Gina.
Huh?
All that's left to do is leave it to Ryu. You can sit back and relax.
Naruhodō.
Yep. What is it, Gina?
How can you still say that to trust me? Have you already forgotten about everything that happened 2 months ago? Me and that bugger McGundle, we lied to you. And because of that, you had to blame the murderer go scot-free.
I'll never forget.
Huh?
I had no choice back then. I still feel regret to this day. But I promised you at the start, didn't I? No matter what happens, I'll trust in you until the bitter end.
But I could have still been fitting your lies. You might be defending the murder again, you know?
Like you, I also stood as a defendant in court before.
Blimity.
It was a murder case back in Japan. Even I knew I looked suspicious. I convinced nobody that nobody would believe me.
Wow.
But there was one man who offered to defend me, no matter what it meant for him. He was my best friend, Sogi.
Naruto, is anyone who trusts you more than me? Leave it to me. All you have to do is trust me.
I was so happy that I started crying. But at that moment, somewhere deep inside, I couldn't help but think. In truth, he even suspects me, doesn't he? But I was wrong. Once the trial started, he made it plain as day. He really did trust me. And gradually, my trust in him strengthened as well. That's when I realized, if I wanted others to trust me, I had to place my trust in them first.
First, place your trust in others?
No matter what happens, Gina, I trust you. You don't need to worry about a thing.
Even though I'm a slaving, lying, dirty little tea leaf.
Gina, you're different from a Gundle.
What? That's right. You're a friend after all. Iris.
We know you very well. You can trust us, Gina. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
That's all you have to do.
Yep. Naruhodō.
Defense! The trial will resume shortly. Return to the Crown Court at once. Yes, sir. Defendant and defense. I played both roles at least once. That's why I understand just how long it takes to truly trust someone from the bottom of your heart. And more than that, I understand the weight of having someone else fully place their trust in you. And now the curtain rises on the final battle. I hope you're watching, Susato, and you too, partner. Did it serious? Oh my god. Really, game?
You know what? I wouldn't have it end any other way.
Oh.
I wouldn't have it crash any other way.
Oh.
Here we have, we just finished a very
After the emotional scene, you crash, of course.
No,
Oh.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
Oh
I love
my
that scene, I'm
god.
satisfied. I get to watch it again. Fuck yeah.
Except I'm gonna skip through it.
I love DGS.
I'll rewatch it again.
Oh
I'll watch
my...
it again every
What?
time tonight. Rewatch the scene.
Of course, like, I think I just need... God.
It's like,
Wait a second. You can check your chapter select. Maybe you already.
Oh,
You can go back-
cliffhanger.
You can go back and check your chapter save.
okay,
Because I think it might just be court resumes. You
Alright.
also see-
Oh, really? After that scene? Come on! Where are your parents? Alright. Oh my god.
Check chapter select. Is it there?
Kagori.
The Kroger summon. There we go. Right there.
Alright, sweet. Oh my god, come on, game!
Damn it, I'm gonna watch that scene again tonight.
Do.
Alright, screen share.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
That's right, because it could crash. Okay. Okay.
Alright. I love that scene, man.
Alright. The court is back in session for the trial of Gina Lestrade. Lord Van Zieks, were you able to summon a witness?
We were able to issue a subpoena to the telecommunications office. Unfortunately, due to the rain, his coach would be arriving late.
Very well. During recess, Inspector Gregson told me the details of the night of the crime. Overlooking the third bullet of the fatal chamber, indeed.
I got this. My deepest apologies, my lord.
Now, recording the evidence gained throughout the defense's use of forensic chemicals. Unfortunately, it's admissible as evidence due to the fact of lack of clear scientific basis.
Drats! He won't hear the last of me when he hears me of Holmesies.
My lord! The witnesses summoned by the court have just arrived. Very good. Bring them in at once. Egg Benedict. Didn't think we'd see him in court of all places. I know Ace Attorney names and all, but just Egg Benedict.
I mean, they are already suspicious that being his name.
Yeah.
Also, I love Iris being salty over her.
Yeah.
Just,
It's real science, goddammit, you haven't accepted it. Haven't accepted the science.
The court
I have your
appreciates.
clout, Tobias.
The court appreciates the prompt arrival despite our short notice. But of course, natural only the upstanding London citizens such as myself. Now then, please state your name and occupation for the court. Rupert Calgary. Hey, I work as a technician on the telegraph office.
The two of us worked in the heart of London as telegrams responsible for the city's area.
So, for what reason have I been called here today?
I believe you should have been briefed on the situation by an officer during the ride here.
Yes, that is correct. I heard of this. This has something to do with a murder on Baker Street's pawn shop.
I mean, you're gonna be talking about, I recommend like toning down the accent, I guess.
Something about me sneaking into the shop last night of the incident.
Quite right. That is the defense's accusations.
Don't make me laugh, seriously. Now, witness, the court demands your testimony. Testify about the accusation toward you. Very well. It would be my pleasure. Even a man as well dressed as me visits a pawn shop once in a while. You claim I broke into the pawn shop with the miscreants of the night of the murder. I don't see how you can expect me not to laugh at such a false allegation. And even you claim that the blood was present at the crime scene. But shady forensic chemicals made by a shady detective can hardly be called evidence.
Then, of course, you assert that you had nothing to do with the crime?
I'm honestly shocked and appalled. It's amazing how a detective's silly toy has the power to bring the Crown Court to its knees.
It is the way of the court to respect the will of its jury.
Funny how you should mention that, as that law up there is nothing but a band of disappointments.
Watch your mouth!
So, how long must I play along with this farce?
You will be free to leave soon. If you can prove that you have nothing to do with the crime, that is.
Ah, is that all? Then it looks like I'll be able to make it back in time for afternoon tea.
Now, defense, begin your cross-examination.
We meet again, Mr. Egg Benedict. What is your real name again? Rupert Congery?
Crogray.
Crogay.
Crogray.
Rupert Crogray. Got it. Pardon me, I don't think we've met. I'm ryūnosuke Naruhodō, attorney at law. I introduced to you myself once before. Rupert Congreve. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. In any case... Whoa! What? Whoa!
Hey, yo, free hat!
Let's get this over with quickly, shall we? What a show-off!
This is mine now.
So I'm not giving his hat back.
Okay. What is that hair? My god.
I really wanted to cut back to Naruhodō wearing the hat.
You say Croquet's hair, but Patrick, you should have seen how Naruhodo's hair was in
beta.
character
Design.
Oh
concepts.
boy.
He went through a lot. Here.
Oh, come on!
Look away. Look away.
You see, there's only 2 Mario Bros.
Hmm.
What? I feel like this is so backwards.
What?
Largest U.S. Chinese restaurant chain, Panda Express, enters China.
What?
Wait!
That's an American headline if I've ever read one. That's like Taco Bell going into Mexico, you know?
That's why I'm so confused. It's like, wait a minute. They brought their food over here, and now they get to repack it to China.
I love that joke.
May I introduce you to American cuisine, dumplings.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
It's your hamburgers, Apollo.
Still my favorite Ace Attorney comic of all time. We did an entire logic theater against you. How do you not remember?
I remember no such thing, damn it.
I just love how Van Zeke is like, why are you siding with this fictional character?
And with him, these chemicals are just like, how do we know they're actually valid?
Excuse me, Mr. Tim Pillar?
Jason?
You get what?
Oh, sorry, I meant the other Mr. Tim Pillar.
I mean, I have to say it. I am not.
I'm not Wally, yes, I know. Nemi Tim Pillar!
Hey, you what? You what? You what?
Just now, you were gazing at Mr. Congreve, as if you were in deep thought. Cogre? Crowgray. Crowgray. Got it. Okay.
That's Soji.
Sogi. May I ask you why?
No, you got it wrong. It wasn't me. I swear, it was this bloke here.
Nemi, answer the question, please. When you were looking at Crowgray.
Jesus Christ.
Crowgray. What came to your mind?
No, I mean, I wasn't thinking nothing. I saw me dead, Mom. I wasn't thinking nothing like, don't swing that cane around or you open your wound again.
Wound?
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't only shot in the arm 2 days ago, you know? So I was just a little concerned, right? Oh shit.
You fucked up, Mr. Crowgray. Did you hear that saucy little information right there? And what if I did? Looks like your good friend there is concerned about your health. More specifically, he's worried about that wound on your arm. My lord.
Yes.
I have no idea what these two men are talking about. I believe I should be forced to testify about anything unrelated to me. 2 nights ago, someone was shot and injured at the crime scene. Ping, it's just more, honestly, sometimes with names, just that I have, like, sometimes it's just gonna be hard for me. If it's a name I'm unfamiliar with, just remembering the correct pronunciation. From the height of the bullet that was found, it was likely that the victim was shot in the arm. Mr. Kroge, let us look at your arm. Show us what you're hiding in your left arm. I refuse. Without any decisive evidence to connect me from the hooligans over there, I am under no obligation to submit such a demand. Yeah, that's very familiar. In the first place, I do not even have a connection to the victim's pawn shop, let alone this trial. I have no right to make such insinuations against my character.
You claim that you're completely unrelated to the victim's pawn shop?
My lord, please have Mr. Kroger add this statement to his testimony.
Very well. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Do you have any objections with this? Is that a yes, or...?
In case I'm completely unrelated to the victim's pawn shop. That is some grade A bullshit.
And I should know. I should know. I have a farm full of them.
Alright, let's
Why is that word even a thing?
One word.
The cat. The cat is evidence.
I just need to push it. Okay, it doesn't actually say the name on here, so.
Yeah, they don't give names for the
Okay,
flight tickets.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Oh wait, it's we don't have the other photo.
No, Brain, stop. Stop it.
Jason? I hear you. What are you doing?
I was listening to the song, and I heard you humming, and then my brain just overlapped each beat with your name.
What?
It's just like, what are you doing? Stop it.
I guess the I'm trying to think, cause like the music box disc, probably, because like that's what he was actually after in the shop. I'm just trying to think of like an evidence that proves that he was there.
Yeah, I think I know what it is. I know what it is.
It's either that or this. Let me just look at this ticket again.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it doesn't have a name.
Yeah, okay.
And that blood is not his.
I'm gonna say it's probably the disc, most likely. Unless I need. Do I need to still press, or do I have the evidence at this point?
I feel like you have the evidence.
Okay, so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Do you recognize this disc?
No.
Why would I? The disc was being held in Hatch's shop until the day of the murder. The defendant, Gina, moved to redeem this item. But all of a sudden, a man jumped in and tried to steal this item from her. As you know, Mr. Kroge, that man was you.
Do.
How many times must I say this until you listen? That man was not me. I never even seen a disc like that before. There's a blood stain on this disc, however small may it be. Jason?
Jason?
My bad. At first glance, it appears to be a thumbprint.
You can see numerous metal pins on the face of the disc. When the criminal tried to steal the disc, he cut his thumb. Since the criminal left a blood stain on this disc, that obviously means there should be a cut in his thumb!
Oh, of course!
Mr. Crowgray? You may have refused to let us see your arm, but how about we take a quick look at the tip of your thumb? I'd wager there's still a certain little cut on it. Well, it appears I may have underestimated you.
What?
So you admit it then? You admit that you cut your thumb because you tried to steal the disc?
Order! Order in the court! What do you have to say, witness?
I think there's a slight misunderstanding of what's going on here. To say I try and steal the disc is not accurate, because I'm tired of hearing of it. What's that supposed to mean? That disc was mine to begin with, after all. Do you all seriously have a problem with me redeeming my own pledge? Huh?
Well, well. It seems this piece of evidence will explain the connection between this man and the murder. Testify again. This time, tell us more about this disc.
As you wish, I suppose. Though it's clear that the disc has nothing to do with the murder case, in my opinion. Yeah, sure.
Just under his breath, sure.
The Mugundo, it may be written on the disc, but I can verify that it's mine. On that day, the defendant pilfered my pledge ticket from me. I made great haste to the shop in hopes of reclaiming my item before her, but the disc found its way into the police's hands either way. In other words, I have no reason to sneak into that shop.
Hold on a moment. Would this Mugundo be the man who was put on trial 2 months ago and then set on fire? The one who mysteriously died shortly after I declared him not guilty?
Yes, that's the one.
What? Then Mr. Corgi?
Corgi!
Does this mean that you were acquainted with Mr. Mugundo?
I'm waiting for that Photoshop. Yes, my lord. I was.
Order! I have to say, I wasn't expecting Mr. Mugundo's name to pop up here again.
According to Gina, Mugundo gave her this disc. On the night of Mugundo's crime, he told her to pledge this disc to Hatch's pawnbrokers.
But the Kroger guy said it's his.
That's a clear indicator that his testimony is full of lies. He went to the pawn shop to steal Mugundo's possessions.
Now, defense, begin your cross-examination.
Alright, motherfucker, here we go. Mugundo may be written on the disc, but I can verify it. Something.
Man, there are a lot of corgis and top hats pictures.
Dogs and hats, always a treat.
Okay, defend him. Now, it'd be a lot easier if, you know, Holmes wasn't shot and he could just back us up on all this shit.
Yeah. He's still in the hospital, I think.
Maybe, I don't even know.
Yeah, could be.
Local detectives runs wild on the streets of London.
It's just local detective runs wild. Take that as you will. Hang on! Excuse me, Inspector Gregson?
What do you want?
Did something come to mind when you were listening to Mr. Congre's testimony? Rogre,
No, not really. Nothing at all.
Let me ask you another question then.
Don't you call me Mr. Corgi?
Why was the yard after Costing McGundle's belongings?
You expected to be able to share that information? It's confidential.
Is this one of your top secret investigations, Inspector Gregson?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Surely you understand.
2 months ago, Costing McGundle met his untimely demise. He was a prominent figure in London, but he cannot escape the dark rumors about him.
Levantis, where are you going with this?
Are the police trying to cover up all the crimes he was involved in?
Please, say no more. There are times where inspectors are assigned duties that must be carried out in secret.
Then you're implying that this was a direct order from the Lord Chief Justice, Hard Vortex. I wonder why he seems to have such faith in you.
In any case, you want more information from me. You had to get permission from Lord Vortex first.
What in the world? It's like there's something big going on between prosecutor and the inspector.
I suppose we have no right to demand more information from Inspector Gregson. Witness, return to your testimony.
Thank you, my lord. Motherfucker! Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, it happened again? Yeah, we
Yeah.
should say more often. We really should say more often.
Let me try and load that state.
Did you save state?
Yeah, no, stop. Damn it.
Yeah, just reset it. And
Ay, ay, ay. Why is Citra?
does it need another update?
I updated it before this, so that might be why. God.
I swear I'd never crashed this much when I played the game. It only like what's it called? It only crashed when I left it alone. Like I went to do something else for like a while.
God, I don't know how far back we are on this. Then.
No. That's trial 3. Yeah, trial 3. Yeah, you're on it. Just try going to that.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, I think that, or go to the chapter select.
Let me see if the chapter select can put us farther ahead.
I don't think it will.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
It crashed on the menu?
Awesome.
Ay, 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 man, I don't know what the hell is going on with it today.
Oh my god.
Only.
I don't. Let's see how far.
I don't think so.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Are you sure? What's it called? Are you still using Citra Nightly?
Well, nightly because it doesn't have the sound desync.
Huh.
Let me
Oh,
try.
yeah, that's sound desync.
Let me try Canary real quick.
Oh boy.
Ay, 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 I don't know what the hell is going on tonight.
Can you save in the menu?
I'll find something funny.
Gorger summoned.
Yeah, just speed up.
Let me try doing the load save real quick.
I feel like that will set you into the court lobby.
Yeah, right. It's way too
Probably
short.
not let me save. Unless you did save at some point during your testimonies, if you weren't sure.
I'm not sure.
Damn, it should have been less confident.
Okay. Alright, we'll try Canary now at this point for a little bit, see if that does anything. If not, we'll switch back to Nightly.
Okay.
Yeah, one second.
Fingers crossed.
Did you have enough paranoia to... Oh, yay!
Woo!
Here, just the last testimony, just present that disc. Let's speed this shit up.
Alright, and then, just for the sake of it, did I need to press that statement again when I get back to that point, or is it required?
I think you probably should press it.
Alright.
You know what? I just found this statement on Reddit, but I agree with it. It's not stupid if it works.
Yeah, Prankster, which version of Citra did you use for your playthrough? Nightly or Citra?
Or Canary.
Yeah. Okay, which one? What ticket? Me? I think it was... Was it this one?
I think so.
Alright.
Yeah, just
Okay.
go through it.
Okay. Oh. I just saw Vanzy's concept art, like, god dang.
Send that. Alright, now save again because I'm paranoid as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm always paranoid.
Alright.
So if you remember what you say when you were looking for something funny, I think I found something.
What?
Posting it in the chat.
So I didn't get the concept art.
Oh, you want the concept art?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before.
Look at the concept art. Hang on.
You said you saw it. I assumed you still had it on you. Like it's not. I'm
I
asking.
mean, she does have it on her.
Thank you. I was just curious. I didn't realize I was asking a lot.
Tumblr is a good resource for concept art finding.
I didn't realize I was asking a lot by asking for the concept art.
I assumed you already saw it, because you know.
I don't see every concept. Listen, I've saw it a lot, but I never saw. I was like, that's why I was asking. Can I see the art? Yeah, I'm asking for it. That means I haven't seen it.
Alright.
I've seen concept art for Vortex, Naruhodō, Susanoo, Asogi, but not.
Chunkono here, but this is fine. On that day, the 20th.
I was caught off guard by how shocked you were that I asked something so simple.
Asogi's beta design is cursed.
Oh. Can I see it?
Now here's the question: is it cursed or are you cursed?
No, it's just I look at it and I look at Asogi. It's like that's not Asogi.
Sophie, can I see it? Can you send
That's
it?
not my Asogi.
But you said you saw Asogi's art.
I lied. I was just exaggerating. But anyway,
I lied.
I mean, it was a white lie. I didn't think much about it.
Well, Ping, no, the pledges don't have names on it is the problem, so...
I do. I was
because,
just.
Yeah, because you had to remember when it was person receives a pledge. I think
They don't.
They don't take a name, they do it by a password, so...
Yeah.
You pressed everything?
Yeah.
I still forgot what it was here.
Yeah.
I can probably remember.
But I don't... Because no new statement got added at all, so... Gundle may be written, but I can verify the disc is mine. On that day, the defendant pilfered the ticket from me. Made great haste to the shop or claiming the item before.
Oh.
This
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
No worries, I have no reason to sneak into that shop.
Oh, that's probably, yeah.
Yeah, this one's gotta be it.
I think I know. Yeah, I remember what it is.
Are there any more concept art you haven't seen yet?
Okay, okay.
Does the judge have?
My god, guys. I just saved him beforehand, so we're good.
Save. Do
In
it.
other words, I have no reason to sneak into that shop. No, is it? I think it might be. Ticket from the hatches. We found it. The blood. The blonde. I forget. This was this in the coat? This pledge ticket.
No, the pledge ticket was given to get the coat,
Okay.
and then what's it called? Which had the disc, which got confiscated.
I want to say it's this. Damn it.
Yeah.
This seems here.
It did.
Okay, that's correct. I make great haste, supposed to reclaiming the iron before her, but they defended
Ping is not fake. Sherlock Holmes made the fake one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made the fake one, but couldn't use it because it requires a specific music box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The disc or the...
I mean, I don't see a way to find it.
Yeah, that's a problem. I'm just trying to think of an actual contradiction on his stuff, because he's lying about this part. He's lying about this part, but I don't think there's any way we can, like... I think it's gotta be something around here about the pledge things, because we know that's bullshit.
The defendant pilfered my pledge ticket from me. Whether it's just or not is like hard to dispute. And also, I mean, Jason, do you remember what it is? Because I do.
No, but I am going to look at it.
You know?
Let's see, is it this? What is actually on this one?
Gentleman's coat had the disc inside.
The blood of Mr. Mortar.
This was basically what got the pledge got taken by the police.
Yeah.
They let her keep the code, but they took the disc, which mattered more.
Okay.
Oh! Okay, never mind.
You remember what it is?
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, I know what it is.
I think it might be this one. Like.
I mean, that's just a setup statement.
Well, I'm just trying to think of the one to prove that the code is not his. Kind of deal, because there was the blood all over it. This could have found its way into police hands either way. In other words, I had no reason to sneak into the shop. I'm kind of stumped on this one.
Last statement. Final statement.
Oh, it is the last statement?
It's the
Yeah,
last
it's the
statement.
last statement.
Okay, so this is the right one. Okay, in other words, I had no reason to sneak into the shop. This one? No.
I mean, you presented that last time.
No, I think I presented the disc.
No, you presented the code one. You presented the one that said the code.
Alright.
I remember. No, that's the thing that got stolen.
Yeah. That now.
Patrick, remember, you have another pledge.
Okay. Is it this one? Yeah.
Yeah, you never presented that one.
Okay. All right.
You know, he's thinking of the shop, yet there was another pledge there that he could have wanted to get.
Yeah. Objection! This disc was brought to the pawn shop under Magundo's orders. Then you tried to retrieve his pledge.
Objection! Except the inspector confiscated that disc before he could take it for himself. With that truth established, there was no reason for him to break into the pawn shop.
Objection! That's not completely true.
What?
Magundo pledged another item at the same pawn shop. The second pledge ticket proves it. Ugh. Magundo pledged 2 items to Hatch. You broke in to try and steal the second one. And you did it together with your 2 partners in crime.
Purchasing.
A second pledge ticket?
Then what else was it that he deposited?
The receipt says only a small box.
Well, that's awfully vague.
You mean to say I brought those 2 idiots just to break in and steal a tiny box? I believe it's possible, yes. And other nonsense. Why would I ever do that? Once the contract expires, a pledged item unredeemed and placed on the shop floor All I would have to do is purchase it. I wouldn't have any good reason to steal it. That's true.
You make a good argument.
So, does this mean there was some reason for this guy to need the box on that specific night?
Objection! My lord, I want to make something clear to the court.
And what would that be, Lord Van Zeeks?
Unfortunately for the defense, the truth is perfectly clear. No small box was stolen from the victim's pawn shop. We have evidence that says as much.
What?
Really?
Inspector Gregson, submit the photographs.
Sir, understood.
Photographs?
These pictures were taken by the camera that the great detective set up.
Holmesy's cameras?
As you previously indicated on the sketch, there were 2 of the cameras installed in the victim's shop. One camera set to capture Holmes, Hatch, and any customer standing at the shop counter, and the other one was set to capture the shelves where unredeemed pledges lie.
According to this,
That was an engine.
according to this pledge ticket, the redemption period for Pagoda's box ended on April 13th at 9 p.m. This was 2 days before the crime was committed. The moment the deadline passed, that box would have been placed on the shelves. And then 2 hours before the murder, at 11 p.m. on April 15th, this picture was taken. My, these shelves are positively bursting with unredeemed rubbish. Wait. Here's another photograph. This is from after the incident at 2 a.m.
Also, I just recommend saving because we're getting paranoid.
Very well, let us compare these 2 photos. Excuse me. Even when they're side by side, I fail to see any difference between these photos.
Guys,
Know what that means?
we just literally did this.
Oh, my eyes are going blurry. This natural question whether or not
Listen, you okay?
after the victim died.
Gregson, I think I need to take the bottle away from you, my man.
No, you stay away.
Okay, yeah, we really need to take the bottle away from him.
The fist.
Points don't care, Jason. Stop dying.
No, get away from me.
Okay.
We had Scotland Yard.
Investigate that possibility thoroughly.
These 2 photos have been examined already. Of course, my lord.
I like how you can tell the difference if you know.
After we meticulously counted the items pictured in each photo, we came to the conclusion that they are exactly the same. I see.
As you can see, I've stolen nothing was stolen from Patch's pawnbrokers. This Japanese boy claimed nothing more than a false accusation.
Yeah, nah, whatever.
Ouch.
Well, I can prove that he stolen the photos. I wonder how freaking how. Caught them red-handed.
Hey, Ryu. I was just wondering about these 2 photos. You know the fucking drill at this point.
Yeah. Iris, let's go. We know the thing.
Look at this photograph. Very well. The court wishes to confirm your blah 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 blah.
Yeah. We know. Come on.
Time to curse my eyes again with cross eyes.
I can't cross my eyes.
Point out the abnormality.
What?
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Alright.
You say that, Pet. You picked the wrong option.
Oh, I did?
You picked the wrong option.
Failure. Oh yeah.
Bluff!
You know what it was? Got too hasty.
And this is why Naruhodō never bluffs.
Aww. You can do it!
That's
Sorry.
why I...
You picked the wrong option.
Paranoid Pat.
Oh, come on.
Point out the item out of yourself, David. If you could cross your eye.
Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on that one. Like, honestly, I am gonna call bullshit on that.
Why?
Well, first off, because the game crashed, right there, so that's bullshit number...
That is very bullshit right there.
That is bullshit number 1 right there.
I mean, that is the bullshit.
But bullshit number 2, point out the abnormality kind of thing after we did the whole thing, and no, you gotta use
I mean, it's evidence to point it out. You use the stereoscope. You got.
Yeah, but
stereoscope.
also, we didn't use that last time, dude, so...
Yeah, you got it afterwards.
Iris gave you the stereoscope.
You got it
After
afterwards. So just
the
use
thing.
evidence.
Yeah,
I
because
got it
we
right
didn't
there.
use it the first time, so I am
Yeah,
gonna
but
call
now you
bull.
have it.
I'm calling
Yeah,
bull.
but
No, I'm standing for. I'm calling bullshit on that one.
All right, that's nice.
Hey, look, this game needs to win all the points it can't. Honestly, this game has to win points on me right now, cause
All right, fair enough.
and so far this final trial's not doing it for me. I'm telling you.
Okay, so be it.
I would like to use this. Let's look at these photos stereoscopically.
Uh-huh.
This
People over here are the truth. You can see us down future stereoscopes.
Of course, he's excited.
Go for it, Ryu.
Let's use this. Oh.
Let's use this baby and look at these 2 pictures one more time. Here we go.
I had a feeling all along. There's clearly something odd about these 2 pictures.
What? This is kind of needless. This is needless though.
Defense. The court orders you to point out this oddity.
I think it's on the left. It's on the
G.
left.
Gee, I
On the left.
wonder. Really? I will acknowledge that these photos look nearly identical. But there really is just one part that's different.
What?
If you look at these 2 photos stereoscopically,
Ah.
this small box appears to almost jump out from the pictures.
I believe it.
I would have loved it if he just slammed it on the ground, you know, kind of thing.
Looking at that Twitter thread, I don't believe it.
Look at this judge.
You're right. It's jumping right at me.
You know that SpongeBob meme that like he's like cross-eyed and looking at the book. It's just like use use facts and logic to prove that why the person isn't the killer. Prosecutors one remark, like kind of deal.
No.
There's only one logical conclusion. That night, McGundle's box was not stolen, but instead, someone did pick up the box before trying to put it back where he found it.
this incident.
This small box deposited by McGundle.
Objection! Balderdash, what's this supposed to change? It wasn't stolen, it was just moved. Circumstances of the crime still haven't changed at all.
I don't know, but he's right. McGundle's box wasn't stolen. It was just moved a bit. Does that mean the situation has changed?
Changes everything.
Don't think this changes the circumstances of the crime completely.
What do you mean?
The issue here is what was moved, a small box. That must have meant something was inside, right?
What?
We need to examine the small box pictured here right away. It should be on the shelf in Hatch's shop.
Objection! There's no point. The owner of this box is dead for 2 months. What does that have to do with us?
Objection overruled, Lord Van Zeeks. Bailiff, head to the crime scene at once. It's like a 2 hours drive. Head there! Retrieve the box in question and examine the contents. Man, it's like a 2-hour walk.
Don't care.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Big brain. Oh.
You wanna fucking go? I will drop kick you. I will up tilt you so goddamn hard.
I wish I brought my Lunchable.
Do you eat them
I
cold?
will work within 30 minutes. Perhaps this would be a good time for a recess.
I can't believe the crown court is being dragged about for such a pointless display.
What was that?
This is just more Japanese smoke and mirrors. They adore this foolishness.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the crossboy jumped to a ridiculous conclusion from the very start. He thinks our witness is trying to steal McGundle's pledges. But if you had any common sense, you would realize that none of us were stealing.
Exactly! It's absurd to even imagine that I would attempt a robbery!
As you all know, McGundle was killed immediately after his trial. But he was declared not guilty. It was proven without a shadow of a doubt. The great Cosme McGundle was an upstanding citizen, Londoner who wouldn't hurt a fly. You proved it yourself, college boy.
He was an upstanding citizen who deposited some average pledges. A black coat with a disc in his pocket and a small box. Honestly, you couldn't pay me to take those off your hands.
You know, he's right.
It's right on
Because
the
which they're gonna
front there.
schedule the cash.
Oh. Dang. There's only 2
Indeed,
female
the
witnesses.
prosecution raises a good point.
The defense must show adequate proof.
Burn.
Prove the significance of the items pledged by your upstanding former client.
Foster Finch, do you have anything to present? What is the basis behind your claim that these items are related to the case?
What's wrong, Ryu? Isn't it kinda obvious that both of those super important pieces of evidence?
Of course it's obvious to you and me. We know the truth behind McGundle and his disc. If I tell the truth right now, that means telling everyone the truth acquittal I won for McGundle. It'll prove that it was an incorrect verdict made possible by forged evidence.
Oh!
And we'd be telling everyone that Gina committed perjury.
Oh, no.
I don't want to imagine this, but does Prosecutor Van Zeeks know? Is that why he's doing this?
But... this might actually be a good opportunity.
Huh? Why, Iris?
Come on, you say that all the time. The truth will always come to light.
What is the deeper meaning behind McGundle's pledges? The only one who could tell us is Gina. But if I ask her to testify, she could inadvertently put us at a major disadvantage. Should I have Gina testify? My lord, I would like to make a proposal.
What would that be, defense?
While Mr. McGundle's box is being transported to the Crown Court, I would like to hear from the defendant testify. Let's bring in Gina Lestrade to the stand.
The defendant? But for what purpose?
I want to know more about the items Mr. McGundle pledged to his shop, Hatch's pawnbrokers. Gina Lestrade knows something more about the circumstances surrounding them. If she testifies, I'm sure that everyone will understand just how important these pieces of evidence really are.
Oh, how very fascinating. I hope you haven't forgotten. Know what your client testimony means for the both of you.
I know.
Lord Van Zeeks, could you explain your statement?
The prosecution consents to the defense's request. Put the current cross on hold and demand testimony from the accused.
Very well then, I shall. Now, the court requests the defendant's testimony. The current witness should retire to the lobby and await further instruction.
Then, if you excuse me.
Hold it, witness. Remain at the stand. You are to listen to the defendant's testimony.
Understood. Gina's gonna testify now. Please, you have to trust in me here, Gina.
Ryu,
The items of McGundle's pledges to the Hatch's pawnbrokers are deeply connected to the case from 2 months ago.
I do believe this girl stood as a witness during that trial, yes?
She did. Her testimony established Mr. McGundle's innocence.
What an interesting turn of events. Everyone connected to that case is once again gathered here now. Perhaps this was what we call fate, Japanese boy.
2 months ago, a bricklayer was set to death inside an omnibus in the dead of winter. The only one inside the coach alongside the victim was Mr. McGundle. Naturally, Mr. McGundle was fingered as the prime suspect, but as the trial progressed, a new possibility emerged. It was possible that the murderer had actually occurred on the roof, and that the victim's lifeless body had been dropped through the skylight. Gina Lestrade's testimony brought that possibility to light. At the time, Gina was hiding in the omnibus. She hoped to steal the coach's passengers. And so, Mr. McGundle was declared not guilty. But immediately after the trial, he mysteriously died inside the Crown Court.
2 months have passed, but neither case has reached a conclusion. Neither the omnibus murder nor the arson.
However, the defendant's pleasures were mentioned at that trial, I believe.
Gina. Will you tell us the truth? Now's the time to speak out. Tell us what really happened during the crime 2 months ago.
I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, like, I said all I know.
You told us the real truth yesterday at the gal, didn't you? Please, I beg of you. This is really important.
But...
If, during your testimony 2 months ago, you happen to purposely hide the truth from this court, naturally, you'll be tried for perjury. On top of that, your reliability as a witness will be called into question. Though, I must say, I have to wonder if you were ever to be considered reliable in the first place.
Gene Bean! Please, you gotta trust Ryu.
Iris,
We're on your side, Gene Bean.
all right then. I'll talk.
Gina!
I suppose the defense has found the resolve to crush his own reputation.
I have to say, I don't think I quite understand what is happening here. But it appears there is some sort of secret being kept here. And that secret involves Mr. Magundo's pleasures in the incident 2 months ago. Go on, witness. The court orders you to testify. Testify about the truth you have yet to reveal.
Everything's gonna come to light here in the Crown Court. Prosecutor Van Zeeks is right. The only way forward is to steel my resolve as an attorney. And this is, I'm guessing, the pausing point?
I mean, yeah, it can be.
Well,
Yeah,
like, is there a better point to keep going, or?
I mean, there's a to be continued. Let me actually check. There's
No, this whole section, after this whole section with Gina, that's a to be continued.
Okay, then we'll keep going then.
Yeah.
Truth is, the victim was in the omnibus too. When I was pulled out of my seat, I saw the disc on the floor. Then I heard a scream from above, and that's when the other 2 passengers ran for the police. Magundo handed the coachman some money and sent it to the nearby pawn shop. He threatened me. I had to keep quiet about what I've seen and heard.
What in blazes is going on with the testimony? It's completely different from a testimony 2 months ago, is it not?
Indeed it is, my lord.
It almost seems as if the verdict handed down to Mr. Magundo was a complete mistake. Furthermore, it seems as if Mr. Magundo himself was scheming to deceive the court. I can only imagine there was a very sinister plot working in the shadows.
It's undeniable that there was foul play afoot at the trial 2 months ago. An unforgivable deed committed by the defendant, the witness, and even the defense!
Good heavens!
Well,
So-
I was looking for lies and forged testimony.
Mr. Magundo, the witness, and even the Japanese attorney, they were all in cahoots!
No, you're all wrong. Naruhodō, I mean, the attorney bloke didn't know.
You're not fooling anyone!
He didn't know. That's hardly reliable testimony.
How horrifying! He even achieved acquittal with a devilish lies!
This evil cannot be left to Pfizer. Go, punish them all.
I will acknowledge that we committed a grave crime, one not easily forgiven. I'm prepared to accept my punishment that awaits me. However, this testimony makes one truth clear. The items that Mr. Magundo left behind are of profound significance!
Very well, exchange student. If you're so passionate about the truth, the least we can do is listen.
These are indeed regrettable circumstances. Master Naruhodō,
My lord!
a suitable punishment will be formulated after this trial has ended.
Understood.
Naruhodō.
Now, begin your cross-examination.
Well
Alright.
then.
And this whole section with Gina is like about 20 minutes.
Okay. Omnibus 2. Save!
Yeah, it's safe right there.
Paranoid!
Paranoia has taken a hold of us.
Yeah, I just want to see what was in Magundo's, in the Magundo notes again. Okay, I think I just didn't press the first one. Okay, is this one of those that I gotta keep pressing even afterwards kind of deal?
No.
Okay, so
No.
you do have to present on this one? Alright.
No.
What?
They're doing something great right there. You should probably point it out.
Hmm?
what's it called? As well as this is where you don't need the exclamation point sound.
Oh, okay.
Any statement goes.
Okay.
Any statement goes to press.
Okay, so that's Omnipa.
You can do it basically at any moment they're on screen.
Oh,
Just
okay.
pressing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's more
okay.
if you notice it or not.
It doesn't matter the person. You know, I never actually tried pressing someone that doesn't have a bubble. I should try it.
Inspector Gregson, Mr. Crowgray. What do you want? You seem to be whispering about something for a moment there. May I ask what you were discussing?
Disgusting. Don't be ridiculous. I have nothing to say to such a suspicious man.
I must agree, I have nothing to say to Inspector who seized my rightful property. Those two have been talking since the beginning of the cross-examination. It's almost as if they've been negotiating about something.
That's enough. The court desires no further testimony. The truth of this case has become startlingly clear.
2 months ago, a certain deal was taking place inside that omnibus. They were negotiating the price of this disc, but it seems negotiations failed. Outraged by the price of this disc, Magundo chose to steal it by force. And why not add murder to the laundry list of other crimes he'd already committed?
But that just shows how significant this disc really is. Hope they don't ask me why it's so important, though.
2 months passed, then 2 days before this crime, Magundo's pledges would reach the deadline for the redemption period.
I had no idea what I meant to be doing with that ticket thingy. I mean, I knew he kicked the bucket after the trial and all.
Much like the pickpocket you are, you moved to take his pledges for yourself.
Well, you're just gonna get it flogged off? What's with that arm and taking him? You can't blame a girl for wanting a dour coat, can ya?
Kasi Magundo murdered a man just to get his hands on this disc. Would you happen to know why, miss?
Like I have a clue, I just had to be worth a potion, so I took it. Maybe I can flog it off for a good sum. You can't blame a girl for wanting to make some quick moodily, can ya?
My lord! The bailiff has just returned to the scene with new evidence!
It took us 2 hours.
Oh.
Gundo pledged that mysterious box 2 months ago. It has to be the key to solving this mystery. And that is gonna be the cliffhanger for next week.
Yep,
The-
Congratulations, you done with part 3.
Pandora's box inside there.
Naruhodō, when will you learn that your actions have consequences?
open-
I think we learned that as soon as trial 3. So you know.
Actually, Pat, I'm gonna be honest. You might be able to finish this in the next stream.
No, he's not.
Oh wait. No, you're right.
It's part 4.
Alright, I'm just gonna try and get back to the title screen as soon as we can.
Yes, that is a box.
Yeah.
You-
Ooh,
you
no.
open the
Take a
box.
look at the next Xbox.
You open the box and you die.
What's in the box? We'll have to find out later.
Alright,
No,
so
it's a FNAF 4 reference.
so how next week's going to work is that Friday, we'll be streaming as normal, but Jason works Saturday, so we're gonna push the stream to Sunday night instead. We might start possibly earlier than normal on Sunday, just because it's gonna be the last part of the series. I know we're gonna have a very long discussion because we're Ace Attorney fans, so kind of happens
Yeah.
at the end of these playthroughs, as well as going through all the memes and stuff like that, because God. So, yeah. I think at this point, let's do a meme, because I think probably quite a few have been added since the last one. So
Yeah.
Oh no, but Roxas is not here.
That's fine.
that's what happens when you leave early. I'm sorry.
Poor Roxas.
Poor Roxas. Is there...
God, I looked up the V. By instinct, I put in the V3 hashtag. My God.
V3. Oops.
Okay.
Just a V3 spoilers everywhere.
Oh god. Alright, so let me see. Gotta go back to what was the first. Okay, so yeah, it was her in the jail, so alright, transition over.
Whoosh.
Then let me share for you guys real quick. Alright, here we go. Okay, so his name is Revy, and he's an associate under my.
He takes over my hat.
I think this just points out Gregson even more. This is how much he's not having it.
Yeah.
The same picture. Like, especially with that one, they really look like the Mario and Luigi art in that one, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. You know what? The heads fit. That's the worst part. Oh my god.
No, I would maybe swap these around. I would say there's a little bit more SpongeBob.
I feel, yeah, probably. Because I mean, the Patrick from SpongeBob.
So up is up.
2 + 2 is 4.
When you load it, you load it downwards, not upwards. When you see a friend get to the venom, I understand now.
I can never cross my eyes. I swear.
I still don't fucking see it.
Yeah.
Is that from Nico's playthrough? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico beats playthrough.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, I remember when I was going through, Jason brought up that image that he played that theme from JoJo in the back. Such a powerful.
Dripping food.
Yeah, how he gets his wine.
By the way, you should follow that Twitter account.
Yeah, looks really green. Expecting that. Life is an egg. Explain. It has chickens in it sometimes.
You could say that.
What's with this sassy lost child?
Society. I remember someone got that image. Society.
Casting McCorky.
McCorgy.
Alright.
Society.
Alright, so, yeah, that is going to do it for tonight. We'll see you guys, next week for the finale. I don't know if we will have anything necessarily tomorrow or not. I don't know.
I mean, Tebby's doing Minecraft.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's doing Minecraft. That's right, yeah.
Playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
The way home.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there was one more me?
Hang
I'll
on,
just
let me
put it.
check.
I'll put it here.
Okay, let me check that out real quick. Okay.
Completely.
Oh, okay, I see what he did. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Let me restore it to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Why didn't it show up?
Okay, here we go.
Completely impossible.
Beaten by a little girl!
God damn it.
You know, good always wins. You know,
You're almost really
good
fits.
always wins.
It works a little too well.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Oh,
That's good. Alright. So, is anybody streaming right now?
Frozen John streaming Resident Evil 5. Tom Fox is doing Death Road to Canada.
Oh, Pam's doing, some, Smash stuff, so let's go rate her.
Hashtag bullshit crashing? I don't know.
No, beaten by a little girl.
Hashtag beaten by a little. Yeah.
Hashtag beaten by a little girl. Let's do that one.
Sophie, you're gonna be saying that in AI, trust me.
Yeah.
Alright. Beaten by a little girl. Yep. Alright. Go step bam below. Alright. I will. So go over to Tebby's stream tomorrow for some Minecraft. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Adios.
Get out of here.